Okay. All right, guys. All right, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Melissa Hetrick, and thank you for joining us tonight. I am a clinical staff pharmacist at a local hospital, and I am so grateful for this community that inspires healthy living and all of the friends I've made along the way. Some of these people have become my best friends, and I don't know what I'd do without them. So tonight we'll be sharing about how one simple change can make a world of a difference and can be the catalyst for your family's optimal health. So you've been invited by somebody who respects you and loves you, and I hope you enjoy listening, and you might even think of someone else that you'd like to share this information with. How do I go forward? There we go. So before we kick it off, or as we kick it off, I'd like to ask a question, just a show of hands. Would you agree that it's hard in this day and age to be healthy, stay healthy?
100%.
Oh, Kim's got two hands. Okay. So yeah, it is definitely challenging to stay healthy. And you can read these statistics. 1 in 4 people will die from heart disease. 1 in 3 will have diabetes by 2050. The worst one, I think, is from Journal of Pediatrics in 2016. 1 in 5 children are obese. And our children are more harmed by a poor diet than exposure to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco. So why are we unhealthy? So 2 big reasons we'll talk about. So environmental toxins are increasing. So we have contaminants in our water, hair and skin products that we're putting down the drain, medications, toxins in the air come from chemicals, pesticides, and we can kind of do our part with this. We can decrease combustion by carpooling, walking, biking, and decreasing our use of plastics is a good idea. Another reason we're unhealthy as a country is, or just the world, I guess I should say, food quality is decreasing. So our food has preservatives, can be genetically modified, synthetic vitamins, hormones, and pesticides again. So did you know that some of the produce you buy in the grocery store can lose up to 50% of its nutrients by the time you buy it, which is kind of scary. And also what's scary is that 50% of what we eat is processed. But although being healthy and trying to stay healthy can be complicated, unpleasant, and honestly confusing, we're about to get some good news. So how can we be healthier? All right. So if you want to put in the chat, if you do any of these things to help you stay healthy and help keep your life on balance. So exercise. So that's something that my sister likes to do. I do not, but she's done a really good job of going to the gym and making it part of her routine. I heard the other night that 10 minutes of exercise gives you energy for 2 hours, which is pretty cool, but try to get more than 10 minutes. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours, you just got to unplug at the end of the night. I put my phone on silent around 9 o'clock. I sometimes still check it. Okay, I always usually still check it, but still, I try to, shut down, get some sleep, manage your stress. This lady's managing her stress at work. So, hey, close your eyes at work. Yoga, meditation, just quiet time, and drinking water. This is the one I do really, really well. So you're supposed to have half your body weight in ounces of water daily. All depends on your size, how much water you're drinking. We talked about this before, safer products. So we can get products without parabens, sulfates, all kind of other crap in there that are safer for the environment, safer for us. And what we're going to focus tonight on is eating real food. So you want to eat food as close to its natural form so that you're getting a combination of vitamins, minerals, fiber, protein, antioxidants. And you want to shop the outside of your grocery store. So the perimeter of your grocery store, that's where all the fresh stuff is, and all that processed stuff is going to be right in the middle. And it's hard. It's hard not to eat processed foods. It's when you really start to think about it, it really kind of messes you up. So we're going to focus on fruits and veggies tonight, and experts agree that most diseases are preventable with good nutrition. And it's not that just fruits and veggies are so good for you, it's that they're so good for you that they could actually save your life. So as a pharmacist, we're talking prevention versus treatment. So I spend my whole career treating things. Why don't we try to prevent it first? So I'm going to pass it over to Kim, who's going to give you a little more information about how you can take your health back and how it can actually be simple, doable, and fun. So enjoy the chat. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. Take it away, Kim.
Thanks, Melissa. Okay, so we'll start with antioxidants. Antioxidants are one of the ways that fruits and vegetables can help us fight disease. On a regular basis, our cells are undergoing oxidative or experiencing oxidative stress. Anytime you exercise, when you're out in the sun, like all the things, everything we do creates oxidative stress, and that damages our healthy cells and our DNA, and that's what causes aging and disease. So one of the ways that we can reduce oxidative stress with antioxidants is to eat more fruits and vegetables. And this diagram here is a great way to explain how helpful the antioxidants are for fruits and vegetables. So you can see the apple is exposed to the oxygen, and so it's starting to deteriorate. But if you put the lemon juice on top of the apple, then it will protect the cells from the free radicals and the oxidative stress. And that's exactly what the antioxidants from fruits and vegetables do in our body. And a quick fun fact that I learned is that fruits and vegetables, the reason why they have so many antioxidants is because unlike adults, when we experience stress, we can move. We can get away from sunlight, we can get away from heat, we can get away from everything that we don't like. But plants are stationary, so they can't move. So when they're exposed to photosynthesis and all of their things, they produce antioxidants to protect themselves. So that's why there are so many antioxidants in plants, fruits and vegetables. And so we need a lot of fruits and vegetables to help us with our oxidative stress. And we actually need 7 to 13 servings, but the 7 servings is for children. Adults really need anywhere from 9 to 13, and athletes, they need even more. And the reason we need so many fruits and vegetables in our diet is one of the main reasons is our fruits and vegetables are traveling thousands of miles. So the farmers pick them before their peak ripeness so that by the time they get to us, they don't spoil. And for that reason, they don't have all of their nutrients. And then 90% of Americans in general just don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. And then finally, we don't get enough variety from the rainbow of fruits and vegetables. We always tend to go to our usual, whatever it is that you buy. Like by habit, I'm always buying spinach and green beans and kale and peppers, but that's like my go-tos. So we really need to expand on what we use in our kitchen with. So the best preventive medicine we have is fruits and vegetables. And then sometimes we don't always get all of our fruits and vegetables, like I just said. So we always want to turn to a multivitamin, but actually whole food is better than a multivitamin. 70% of Americans are trying to fill the gap with a multivitamin, but actually a multivitamin only has isolated nutrients. It has about maybe 30. But if you take a whole apple, it has over 10,000 phytonutrients. So you're actually getting a lot more of the nutrients in the whole food than you are in a multivitamin. Research shows that isolated vitamins may do more harm than good. So we don't have to get complicated and scientific to be healthier. We can start with making small, simple changes. And one of the simple changes is bridging the gap. And that's what Juice Plus does for us. So you see all of the fruits, the veggies, and the berries all together, there's 30 of them. I won't read them all to you, but there's added nutrition in over 30 fruits and vegetables. They are harvested at the peak of ripeness. They're pulverized into a powder, and they're placed into the capsules or into a yummy gummy. And then that's the reason, because it's all whole food, that we get 100% of the nutrients that we need. And so with that, I think Jen is going to go ahead and explain to us some other ways that we can get more plants into our bodies.
Actually, I think we're going to have Jules share her story real quick.
Oh, Jules.
Is that okay?
Hi, guys. Well, my name is Jules. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can't hear my kids screaming in the background. My name is Jules Kilker, and thank you guys for letting me share my story. I love hearing all that information, and I actually didn't know any of what they just said 14 years ago. I was working as a personal trainer, and I looked healthy-ish on the outside, but really inside I was nutritionally starving. I was taking really long naps every day. My hair was falling out. I had cystic acne. My nails were breaking. I just didn't really feel that good in my skin. So when I learned all that information about the link between nutrition and disease, it was like a light bulb started going off, and I knew that I was lacking those nutrients, and I knew that's what my body needed. And so I started taking Juice Plus, and I just started noticing small changes over time. My hair stopped falling out. My nails started getting stronger. I had more energy right away. And that was just the beginning of the catalyst that really got my health snowball rolling in the right direction. And after those small, simple changes, I just started making even bigger changes because I had more energy and I could work out better. And I actually started craving more fruits and vegetables because my body was getting those nutrients in the Juice Plus capsules. And so my body started craving more fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. And it just was a really cool thing. My husband started taking it, and then I used Juice Plus as my prenatal for all three of my children. I took Juice Plus exclusively, and I had really healthy pregnancies, really healthy babies. And they have been taking it from womb since till now. You know, they're 9, 6, and 4, something like that. And it has been one of the best yeses that our family has ever said.
That's awesome, Jules. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Melissa, can you remove her spotlight?
I think I did.
Okay, now I see you. All right.
Okay.
I'm Jennifer. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I always love to hear Jules' story. To me, it's very inspiring. And I'll share a little of my story. When I started taking Juice Plus consistently, so in the beginning, it took me a while to jump on board, and I was not taking the 2 capsules every day as directed. So it took me a while to begin to see some of the benefits. But when I started taking Juice Plus consistently, the first thing I saw was an increase in my energy. So, which was great being a 3rd grade teacher, because I was no longer running to the neighbor teacher for an afternoon cup of coffee. And that energy carried me through the rest of the day into the evening up to bedtime. Then I started to eat differently without even noticing it. So instead of grabbing Hot Pockets and lunch meat sandwiches, which I know are not the best for you, but that's what I would have for lunch, I started taking the chicken and throwing it on a bed of lettuce with a little bit of dressing. But the biggest benefit that I have seen is with my allergies. So I had been taking an antihistamine, a decongestant, 2 different nose sprays, and doing allergy shots during the spring and then in the fall for ragweed. And I no longer take any over-the-counter medicine, and I'm no longer on my allergy shots. So This to me has been a blessing, and all of my family also takes the Juice Plus. So another one of our products is a plant-based omega. This omega skips the fish, so no fishy smell, no fishy burp, and we get our omegas straight from plants. Omegas are good for your heart health, your brain health, and your joints, skin, and eyes. Our omega is a full spectrum omega, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. One of my favorite products is the complete shake. So I enjoy both the chocolate and the vanilla. Our shake has 15 different plants. It's vegan, made with non-GMO ingredients, gluten-free, dairy-free, low glycemic, so it's stabilizing your blood sugar, 8 grams of fiber, and 13 grams of protein. So you don't only have to make a shake. In the middle picture down below, you see energy bites, protein balls, whatever you might want to call them. I like to grab that after a meal rather than a cookie or a piece of chocolate. We also have a ton of recipes to share with you for cookies, pancakes, muffins. One of the newest products in our line is the Juice Plus Perform. So this is a brand new shake with a fruit flavor as opposed to the sweet chocolate and vanilla. But this has 25 grams of protein. It can be for anyone, a moderate exerciser, more intense exerciser, or an athlete. So up at the top, this protein builds your muscles. The mental focus, it supports your mental focus for your workout and gives you energy to stay consistent with your fitness program. Again, all plant-based. So Juice Plus helps us to bridge the gap between what we may be eating and what we should be eating. So we may not always eat the picture on the left, but we're not always eating like the picture on the right. So Juice Plus helps us to bridge the gap between those fruits and vegetables that we should be getting every single day. And Juice Plus is unique. It's food, it's whole food, it's not a vitamin. So it has a food label, a nutrition label, not a supplement label. It's NSF certified, meaning what is on the label is actually what's inside the product. And it's the most researched nutritional product in the world. So Juice Plus is not about treating or curing specific conditions or diseases, but it only makes sense if you are flooding your body with all of these fruits and vegetables, all of these phytonutrients, all these antioxidants. It can only do good. So I'm going to pass it to my friend Bridget, and she's going to talk a little bit about the research.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Bridget. I live in Maryland. Okay, so this was one of those 3 things that Jen just mentioned that makes Juice Plus unique: whole food, NSF certification, research. Those were the reasons why I felt comfortable and safe giving Juice Plus to my kids. I started taking Juice Plus before them. And I was just kind of going off the fact that, you know, Jules introduced me to Juice Plus. I heard it from about her, and she said it was good for me and it was safe and healthy. And I was like, okay. But when it came to my kids, that I wanted to make sure. And I think a lot of people are like that. You know, when we think about putting in our kids' body, we want to be really sure. So the research is pretty amazing. And there are over 40 research studies that have been done on Juice Plus. And it's gold standard research, and it's at leading hospitals and universities and medical centers around the world. So if you look at this list, you can see all of them. I'm not going to read them all, but there was one done at University of Maryland, not far from me. University of Florida, and then University of Texas, the MD Anderson Cancer Center. They did a study on cancer survivors taking Juice Plus and how it really improved, and there were a ton of benefits for them using the shakes and the capsules. And the research on Juice Plus is, like I said, gold standard, meaning it's done on Juice Plus. It's not borrowed research like, well, we know cranberries are good for your heart and Juice Plus has cranberries, therefore Juice Plus must be good for your heart. That's borrowed research. Our research is actually done on people taking Juice Plus and being studied over time. And it's double blind, it's placebo controlled, and it is published in peer-reviewed journals, meaning, doctors and experts then try to pick apart the studies to find any gaps, any flaws. And when they can't, then it gets published into these journals that healthcare professionals turn to for, their practice and their knowledge. So it is quite impressive. And there's Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product on the market in the world. So I feel very safe giving it to my family. I feel great recommending it to my family and friends as well. And then this is some of the kind of general findings of the research that has been done. So cardiovascular wellness, it contributes to healthy inflammatory response. Anything that ends in an itis, all those different things out there that are itises are caused typically by inflammation. So we know that Juice Plus brings down inflammation in the body, supports quality of life, healthy cholesterol, it supports healthy lung function. And that was, there's a study that was done on smokers. Even in smokers, they benefit from Juice Plus. Healthy skin and gums, supports the immune system. And that would speak to Jen talking about allergies. I've had a similar experience with my allergies improving. And allergies are a function of your immune system. So when your immune system's in balance, it works a lot better. And then it helps maintain healthy DNA, reduces oxidative stress. That's what Kim was showing about the apple and the lemon. Our cells were going through oxidative stress all the time. So the antioxidants help reduce that. And we know that Juice Plus is absorbed by the body. And that's probably one of the most important findings. All right, and then we have this awesome program, which this was kind of got me hooked then when I got my kids on it, was our Healthy Starts for Families program. So it's a huge study ongoing where if an adult takes Juice Plus or orders Juice Plus for themselves, they can sponsor a child in their life that's 4 through college. And the child can get Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years. So that's a pretty incredible program because the goal is families getting healthier together. And this company, all they ask is that you fill out surveys. So they send you a survey periodically. And these are the findings from the surveys that the families are filling out. So 60% miss fewer days of school, 56% fewer over-the-counter prescription medications. Kids are drinking more water. Kids are visiting the doctor less. 71% are consuming less fast food and soft drinks. And 61% were eating more fruits and veggies. And I think those last two are amazing because, like Jules talked about and Jen, after they've been taking Juice Plus for a while, their taste buds changed. They started craving different foods. So the families that are taking this, the moms and the dads, they're starting to have these new cravings. Therefore, they're feeding their kids probably healthier foods. The kids have different cravings. And it just has that snowball effect through families, which could happen down through generations. And I've seen my kids have all of these things. So, we haven't had a prescription for a really long time, and we've experienced all of this. And then one other thing that we have is a tower garden, and it's a really fun, cool way to grow your own fruits and vegetables. And what better is it if you're trying to eat more fruits and veggies, then grow your own. And a lot of people love gardening. But I know for me, I love the thought of gardening and I love the beginning of gardening. And then there's that big stretch of watering and weeding and waiting and bugs. And I don't like that part of gardening. The tower garden takes away that part, which is great for me. So we use 98% less water in your tower garden, less space. It yields 30% more than your traditional dirt garden, and it grows 3 times faster. And you know that it's safe and nutritious. There's nothing being sprayed on it. You don't, nobody else's hands are touching it except yours. So I have mine on my back deck. I have the Tower Garden Flex, which is the one on the right. And it's like 3 steps from my back door. If we're going to have salad for dinner, I go out, I pick my lettuce, pick my tomatoes, and we're eating it that night. So it's a ton of fun. And my girls are obsessed with the Tower Garden because they love to just go out there and just pull things right off of it and eat it. And I'm like, go ahead, enjoy, eat that spinach. All right, so Juice Plus is affordable. You can see all the different costs per day. So it's really hard to go somewhere to even take $3 or $4 and go into a grocery store and buy, 17 fruits and veggies, with that amount of money. So you really just can't do that. So it is very affordable, for the cost of what a lot of people will spend on a fancy coffee or takeout each week or almost every day. You can really get something that is highly valuable for your health at a really reasonable price. Okay, so we are going to wrap it up, and we thank you all for tuning in. And we just want to invite you to join us. And there's lots of different ways. If you walk away from this event tonight thinking, I need to eat more fruits and vegetables, that's my goal for the next month, then that is awesome. And that's what we want. Our goal is to educate people on the importance of health, or the importance of fruits and vegetables on your health. And if that's what you do, then we are so happy. Or you can get started on Juice Plus, reach out to the person that invited you, they can help you. If you have people in your life that you think, oh my gosh, not only do I need this, but like my brother and my dad, you can do what we do. Share Juice Plus with your family and friends. And everyone can kind of get healthy together and earn a little extra income. So thank you for tuning in tonight. And like I said, if there's any, we'll turn off the recording. We can